In this video, I'm going to show you how to use this vacuum pump to seal your glass jars to get all the air out of it so you can keep your food preserved, for a few months instead of just a couple of weeks. So come in here and take a look at it. These are apples that we put a little bit of cinnamon on. So you fill up your glass jar, put a lid on it. You can reuse the lid. Obviously, I reused this pickle lid from before, but this has an attachment on it that allows you to do it for the wide mouth or for the small mouth bottles. You'll set it on, just push it down all the way, and then hit the start button or the power button. And then it's going to turn on, it's going to count. Usually it vacuums out for about 20 seconds. And in that time, it's taking out the air out of the bottle. So it only takes a few seconds, gets all the air out. The reason why that's important is because it's going to keep your food preserved for longer. But now that this is sealed, your food's in here is going to last for a few months now. Inside this box, you have this opener. So let me just, you can hear the air come out of this. There we go. Let's try this one. You'll hear the air come out. So you can tell it definitely has a good seal. It has a good vacuum on it. Pretty inexpensive as well. And what I like about this is how easy it is to charge. You can see that there's a USB-C charger it comes with. So if you open up the box, you can see just, USB to USB-C. So simple and easy to charge. Doesn't take too long to charge. And then once it finishes the charge, or once it finishes the seal, it'll actually tell you what percentage battery life is left on it. So I'm actually going to reseal this one, the large mouth, take off the attachment, which, by the way, the attachment, super easy to use to install. You just set it on here, and when you get close, you can see that there's a unlock and a lock. So you set it in there, twist it till it's locked. So super easy to use. So let's do the large mouth one here, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about with the battery life. So you start it, it counts up. It's going to go for about 20 seconds. And then at the end, it's going to say how much battery life is left. So let's take a look at this. We're getting there pretty close. But it'll say 82%. And that's talking about the battery life. So this one, 84%. So there's 84% battery life left. So you still have a lot of jars you can use. Again, that's sealed nice and tight. Okay, so in the box, you have this attachment, which is great, allows you to do all the bottles that you want to do. You got the charging cable. You have some lids, which is actually pretty useful because lids right now are pretty expensive. And then you have this other attachment for some plastic bags. So you can actually vacuum seal some plastic bags with some stickers of what's in the bags. I'm not going to use those. I don't really care about that. Oh, one other thing that I already dropped earlier, and this is the opener to open the lid. But let me show you just, I guess, one other trick for this. So I usually use the ring to open these. I don't have one with me right now, but if you don't have that opener, you can actually just lift up, like right here, right on the lid, and that'll seal it off. Or if you're super strong, you can just push with your thumbs. So that hurts a little bit, but that's another way you can get the lid off. So really, I just wanted to show you, this is, I don't know, like 20 bucks on Amazon, not super expensive, but it's a way that helps you preserve your food for a few months instead of just a couple of weeks. Because if you leave this out, even though it's dehydrated right now, if you leave it out, the humidity in the air, even if you live in a dry climate, the humidity in the air is going to go back into the apple, it's going to shrivel up, it's going to go bad. So this allows you to keep your food preserved for a few months instead of just a couple of weeks. So anyway, I'll leave a link for the description for this. I do have it on my Amazon storefront. So if you want to buy it through Amazon through me, I do get a little bit of commission, and I appreciate your support for that. But if you have any questions about this, put it in the comments and I'll get to you. Thanks.